What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday Morning's Gratitude Podcast, where we show gratitude towards life and learn how to live it in the most desired way. I'm your host, Mo, and I am beyond happy to be here with you all, sharing knowledge of abundance, gratitude, and getting serious about manifesting better living. If you aren't already, go ahead and connect with me on social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Wednesday AM Podcast, Facebook and YouTube at Mama Mo Vibes with a Z, and I have a Facebook group, Welcome to Anyone. It's called Manifesting Reality. So guys, I want to kick off every podcast with a thank you. Thank you to those tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for a beautiful Wednesday morning. And of course, all thanks to the Most High for waking us up, allowing us to seize the day, and giving us another chance to become the better version of ourselves. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 7th episode of Wednesday Morning's Gratitude Podcast. I have a very special guest with me today. He's going to talk about his amazing mindset change that has changed his life. He's the owner and founder of Transforming the Future Generation Academy. He's got a new game coming out called The Truth of Yah. It's coming out soon. He's a married man, cultural leader, and servant of God. We have Mr. Jamil Jackson.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So we definitely want to dive into a lot of things that you got going on. You're definitely coming up right now, and we definitely want to hear about it, what you're doing for the community. So tell us a little more about you.
Okay, well, again, I'm Jamil Jackson. I'm 27 years old from Tampa, Florida. Start this journey, been wanting to do this for a while, maybe about 7 years. The last 6 years, I've been in Walmart. I came back from college from Belhaven University in Jackson, Mississippi. Came back, was still unsure what I wanted to do, but I wanted to help people. But during that process, all praise to the Most High, I was allowed to work in Walmart and become one of the leaders in Walmart during the process. And was there for 6 years, left April 13, 2018. I left, and to start the journey of being an entrepreneur, to pursue Transforming the Future Generation Academy, which is for the urban area and Walmart stores as well. And like I say, but I was there and learned great things. Learned how to really humble and learn how to just teach people and listen. In the industry, it's a lot of I would say our people. It's a lot of the urban area in that area, which is majority different people, but more of my people. And it was just a great experience, but sometimes it was very sad and hard to see certain things that was going on within the store, within the associates that go there. Not saying the store is treating them wrong, just what life is doing to them. And being not just a manager, but a counselor to them, a friend. It was more than just being that person walking around giving direction. And I just felt that I can do more and I should do more. And during that process of helping, I started forming and transforming my mind into how can I really help these associates without hurting my job. And it was really no other way but to leave to really do different things that I really want to do for the community that I see that is definitely not going on. So there's just a few things about me and what I came from. Came from a great background. Mother and a father raised in the same household. Mother and father, two brothers. So childhood everything wasn't perfect, but I definitely had that support when I was down, from friends to but having that family, having that mother and a father, that balance, that great balance in my life, because that a false balance is abomination to the Most High. So just having that balance of just that in the youth, that was a great experience for me. So I just want to go out and help the fatherless and things like that.
That's definitely inspiring. We got to get out here to the community and definitely help out. So I'm sure we all appreciate that, you trying to help out. Now, I want to talk about, a lot of people might not know, but you changed your life in a major, major way. You got your credit together, you got your house, you got married and all that. How would you say that all of those things happening at Walmart, how did that change your mindset personally to get your credit fixed and to get married and make those big decisions in life?
Okay. Well, definitely, in Walmart, being one of the store managers, being around other people, And just hearing like, hey, do you got this? Because I had the money. Now the key was like, okay, I got the money, but how do I go do these certain things?
Right.
And just change my mind was getting around the right people, that's doing stuff that's self motivated, that don't use try. Like me, I definitely took that word out of my vocabulary, and if I said, I definitely heard and check myself, because when you get to the point of always saying, hey, I'm gonna try to finish, I'm gonna try to do this, that's when the complacency sets in. So it was just being around a whole bunch of people that just wanted to do better for self, the people that I was around in and out of work, during the time at Walmart, and just being around people that was complacent as well, seeing like, man, this how you want to live? Do you want to just live off of just the government assistance all the time? Do you want to not get your credit right? Oh, well, they ain't for us anyway. Man, listen, it probably wasn't set up for us at a point in time. But now, listen, let's read up on it. Let's see how we can do it. And, shout out to Brittany Green, who definitely took her time to help me at a time when I just felt like, man, this is impossible, because the people, think about it. Yes, I had a mother and a father, grandparents, but they didn't know too much about telling me how to get it to the next level. So I had to go out and ask these questions, had to learn from others and just look at their actions, not just hear what they're saying. Because a lot of mistakes is you see somebody having something and it's like, oh man, they got it, I'm gonna listen whatever they say. No. You better really check their background and what they're really saying. Because most of the people don't have money, to be honest. A lot of people that have a lot of things, they have some have the money, but most of them, they just have good credit, understand credit and how to use credit. And when I saw, I'll never forget, my grandfather, this is when the time I learned it. And I don't think he really understood too much on it. But my granddad Bo, we went to a store, and he went in and said, hey, I want this, and they ran his credit. And it was amazing how it went from him coming in like, look, I'll finish the buy this on TV, to having like $6,000 approved at this store. I'm like, what? So they were just at a young age. I'm like, hold on, what's that? But it's like, yeah, Grandpa, we'll talk about it later. But it's like at that time, I'm like, I want to know now. There was a moment of teaching, but I just felt that he couldn't probably explain it, how it worked. And when I got older and older and got around, like I said, the right people, I just expanded the mind to say, man, I want to do better. I want to definitely come up in a time where I can raise my family and be the leader that a man should be in a household before I even do anything and get married. So when I transformed all that, that's when to the stage, the Most High blessed my wife, the Nike Jackson now, to come in my life. And we definitely hit it off from the beginning. It was definitely tough, just afraid of like, man, can you be with this person forever? Or will that person cheat? Will you please that person? But when you just get to the point of, what, I know what I'm not going to take, but I know what a man's supposed to do, according to scripture, and just looking at what my father did as well. I just said, what, I'm gonna just be the best new me as I can. And marriage is beautiful. I'm happy I definitely made that decision. And it takes a lot of stress when you have that partner, have that person that can just come in and know, hey, you from your favorite meal, the smallest thing, I can come in the house and thinking, man, I really want some spaghetti. And I never told her, it's just there. It's like, dang. You know what I'm saying? So these things definitely happen, and it's not just speaking on the food, because I love to eat. But
me too.
It's just speaking on the growth and the teamwork that you're gonna need in this world, to not do the worldly thing, and to have that person that's on your same page. A lot of people get married and they're just, it's like it's a game or it's a show, hey, let's make a YouTube video to show people our goals. Man, listen, I ain't no goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's my goal. Jay-Z and Beyonce, my goal. If we're just trying to chase them, man, that's crazy. Understand what you're supposed to be as a man, as a leader in your household, and what she's supposed to be. I would say through the word of God, and if you can't, just do you, and just be the best you can be. But stop always chasing after somebody else's marriage, trying to bring it in your house. Jay-Z may like scrambled eggs. I want my eggs scrambled. So don't scramble my eggs. Oh, what Beyonce do for Jay-Z? Hey, I ain't Jay-Z. So these are the certain things that definitely, I transform my mind to understand that, and just start seeking what she wanted, what she wanted, needed, from love, spiritually and physically, and different things like that. So yeah. So just that mindset of just having, like I say, having all these things that set in place, from you say like credit, the financial piece, to the spiritual piece, to having someone you can go and hug and talk to besides your mother and father. Because they're what though eventually, we grown now. They gonna do their own thing. They don't got time to keep talking to us and babying us. They want to go on their little vacation. So now we gonna need somebody that we can talk to and build with. Mom and dad and I did their job. So now it's time on us to kind of go out here and make these changes and offer some things up, that we may not want to, but to make our life better, let's offer it up. Let's just give that lifestyle up for a better lifestyle, even if you think that it's not going to be a better lifestyle.
No, that's amazing. I mean, just to touch on that, I know that with marriage, it's definitely a requirement to have two 100% whole people come together, in union. And when you can do that, when you can be 100% whole with yourself and then come together with someone else, it makes for a beautiful, beautiful partnership. So definitely a beautiful thing that y'all marriage is, taking off. Now, did you get all of your stuff together before y'all got married, or did y'all get married and then you started working on your credit and stuff like that?
I got everything before I got married because I never
did it before. That's good.
Yeah, I never wanted to marry someone, ask someone. Well, when I got to that mindset, but even growing up, my dad was like, they got a house, and my dad did certain things before. I mean, we was already here. I don't have any kids yet, but before everything really got so much more involved, just besides the kids, that he got a home. And I was like, you know what, I wanna have something that's my own before I get married. Say this is mine. So like I said, I definitely reached out to Brittany Green with and she definitely helped me with taking that to the next level, because listen, I want to marry her. I want to ask her to marry me in this time. So she had from November of 2018 to
17.
Of 2017 until April, because I knew I was getting ready to transform and leave, the Walmart store. So, and we looked at it and we got with it, and she was on my behind, and I definitely needed that. I was doing my part, but you definitely need that person helping you with something to care for you at the same time. To know that, listen, if you don't do this, you're gonna make me look bad too. And like I said, I just had that drive in me anyway, but having the extra push definitely helped before I got married. Because without that, Brittany definitely helped a lot out, because I wouldn't ask her to marry me if I wouldn't have got this house. Even it sounds crazy, but it's like I want to do certain things for self before I say, baby, marry me. And it was nothing on her. It was just all about that man in me. Like, hey, I want to get this before I get married. So all praise to the Most High, and thanks, Brittany Green.
Absolutely. Yeah, Brittany, we had an interview 2 weeks ago talking about the mindset for money. She's definitely amazing. No, that's great though. That's exactly what I was saying. Just how you have to find yourself as a whole person before you can actually devote yourself to somebody else. So that's amazing that you got yourself together. You got your life together before you took on, bringing in somebody else's life into yours. So that's amazing. That's so good to hear. So now that we heard a little bit about your personal, I kind of want to talk more about your businesses that you got going on. So I heard about your game called Truth of Yah. And you have that coming out very soon. Why don't you tell us more about that?
Okay, well, it's a board game. It's called the Truth of Yah board game, and Yah, that's God. But not to put too much on it. The Truth of Yah, basically, I'm definitely scripture. Even before the time, everybody always say I put God first. So before I even create this game, I always heard this even growing up. You better put God first, better give God some of your time, all this stuff, right? So I'm like, man, but I'm seeing certain people, it's like, man, they don't got God and they rich, they got this. So it at a young age, it was playing with me. I'm like, man, do I really need this? And it's like the people that's so-called putting God first, they struggling, or they giving all their money away, or this is this. So I really just started say, you know what, I'm gonna read this Bible, and I'm gonna show that it basically is off. And it wasn't. When I really started seeking and reading the Bible, I was like, you know what? Let me put God first. And as I was doing it, I really thought it was impossible, but I was like, let me read this word and see what I can get out of it. And it was beautiful. I started seeing the lies that people were telling other folks, especially the urban areas. I just started seeing like how they just using this word, some of it, not I'm gonna say using the word, they're using certain little small scriptures to confuse and bamboozle the people in the community. And I was like, man, grandma always say put God first, or my dad, or whoever. And I was like, man, but everything they say for God, first you ask them how and why, they can't really explain it. So I didn't want to be that person. I knew I believed, and I was like, okay, look, okay, but I need to really seek it. So when people say, why do you put God first? Not put on nobody else. Why do you do it? So I had to really start reading scriptures and be holy, because holy means set apart. So if you holy, that means you set apart from something. You set apart. So the Holy Bible is set apart from everything else that you would think of. Sanctified means set apart. So these certain things I started learning during reading this, and with this game, it's going to really help people seek the word, because the game is kind of going to be set up where it's going to be something acts according to scripture. Everything is biblical. So the tools you need is the King James Bible, and also it's called the Apocrypha, which is not a lot of word. A question would come out of Apocrypha, because I know a lot of people don't know too much about it, which is the lost books. They weren't really lost. They were just taking out the scrolls. That's another issue. But the truth of Yah board game is going to be just biblical game to just help bring awareness to the brothers and sisters all around, especially in the urban areas, because I definitely, the Most High say put salt. You gotta put salt in this word. You gotta deliver it with meek and grace. You can't be forcing anyone for this word. All you do is you tell them, and you not just tell them, you walk it out too. They should see it in you, see the light within you. And this game is going to definitely bring that to the point of like just having fun with the family. For example, it may be a double blank. A blank-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So it may say complete this verse, and you got to know the missing word is double, a double-minded man, right? So it's certain things that will become what the game is going to make you read the scripture instead of just hearing what I'm saying and regurgitating things that may not be true. So that's what really the game is going to bring. Going to bring the understanding what the love is, what fear is according to scripture, what love is, what hope is, faith. These are certain things that are going to edify the body, instead of just, you hearing something and it's not really edifying you, because I know you've probably been at church or anywhere, even in court. Let's use court. You go to court, the judge tell you all this stuff. Hey, you come back in here, this is going to happen to you, and you leave right back out, and you get in trouble. You're not edified doing the thing, or scared, or they haven't got in you for you to change your life. And a lot of these so-called pastors going to these churches, they're just bamboozling the people, and they're not
walking in the word of God.
They're being complacent. The people live this word to be complacent. He loves you no matter what. And hey, when you think that, why do better? If my wife come tell me, hey babe, you can do whatever you want. You come home late all night. I ain't gonna kill. I ain't gonna leave you. What? I'd be crazy not to do it. It's like, hold on, what you mean? So now you want me to do it. I'm going to be just being in a complacent mode, because it's nowhere to please you. How can I please you? And that's just where the truth of Yah board game is going to really come into play, to let them know, listen, we know everybody say that God loves us, but the question, do you love him? I know my wife loves me, but do I love her? You know what I'm saying? That's the key that we got to get to. We got to understand we're servants. That's what we are. If we are a servant, you're supposed to be serving the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get our work. We're gonna get a reward back. It's a difference from a slave and a servant. It definitely is. A waiter is a servant. She gonna get a tip. She gonna get paid. A slave? No. You're gonna be a slave to this. You through. It's nothing that you're gonna get from it. And that's what people don't. They think because they're serving, oh, I'm a slave. And that's where the mindset is gonna definitely change the truth of Yah board game. It's gonna be a beautiful biblical game. And it's like I said, it's going to edify the people and wake the people up, the poor spirits. A lot of rich people out here, but poor in spirit. And we definitely going to get it, because people do say they love God. But now this board game is really going to bring, hey, are we really serving the Most High the way he told us to serve him, not the way that people told us to do it? What did the word say? And that's what a board game is going to bring.
So basically, it's going to give people a better understanding of not only just the Bible itself, but also maybe certain scriptures that people quote and use, but don't really understand.
Yeah, because definitely all you do is read it. Like if you everybody always says interpretations, right? Oh, that's your interpretation. People say that because they let somebody say one sentence and the person elaborate on it. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, well, God said we can't eat. He made everything He made is good, right? So a pastor would say that, and then be like, "Hey, everything we made is good. Everything He made is good, so we can eat whatever." No, listen, man. See, that's why you got to keep reading, because the next verse say what He sanctified. You know, because everything is good. A poisonous snake is not poison to itself until it bite me or you, right, Morgan?
Right.
So there's certain things that people don't understand. Listen, everything He made is good. Every creature, because in the Bible we're called creatures as well. But I ain't gonna go actually, eat my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like literally eat her.
Yeah, we're not taking down cows and eating them in their flesh. Yeah.
Certain things that people don't truly understand. Because a pastor's not going to keep reading, and it's not on him, to be honest. It's going to be on you, because you got to study thyself approved, and that's what I just want our brothers and sisters, our grandparents, everyone to know, and to want to get corrected with judging. You can't judge. You can't judge for correction. The Bible definitely says that you can judge for correction. That's what's going on. Like, Morgan, if you see me doing something crazy and you don't tell me, even I may know it, but just to hear it from somebody else, it may change the way I think and the way I do things. But people, oh no, only God can judge me. What, man? Where you get that from? You listen to Tupac? You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen.
Right.
You can't definitely get judged, but not judged to condemn someone, to break their spirit. You're supposed to judge them for correction, judge them to prove them. You know what I'm saying? To reprove them. These are the certain things that this Truth of Yah game is definitely going to bring, because they're going to read the scripture. Because if the key is getting to the kingdom before grace runs out, because your grace can't run out. So that's the whole key. Answering these questions, getting around the board until before the grace runs out.
I was just going to ask that. Yeah, no, I was just going to ask that next. Is it like a Monopoly type game, or what kind of board game is it?
So you got Monopoly. It's a little bit of Monopoly, Uno, and Cash Cab all in one. Because I definitely like all these games and watching Cash Cab on TV. So basically, a little gist of it. Basically, so say you pull a card and you pull a card. You don't know the answer, right? You can have, it will be certain cards that you can have if you have it to reach out to someone. Because Cash Cab, if you ever saw the show, you get in a taxi and they ask you a question. And
I love that show.
You may not know the question, so you can call out to someone or ask someone on the street. So these are certain things I kind of put within the game, because at the same time, we definitely had elders in the Bible. So we think elders is someone who old. You can be Morgan, you could be an elder, but we think, oh, elder is just someone who old. Oh, you older than someone. Somebody can be younger than you and be an elder. But we as older people, so-called, we're brainwashed of that. So we don't want to listen to someone that's younger than us. And that's what the issue too. A younger person right now can come show you how to do something. Oh, boy, I'm older than you. I've been on the earth for 50 years. They ain't how it works. You've been doing it wrong for 50 years. But these are the certain things that, like I say, it's going to definitely bring out. But like I said, it's going to be a beautiful game, mixture of best top games that came out before, but everything is going to go towards the scripture. Because people, I definitely think a lot of people want to seek God, seek Yah, but they don't know the way, and they just want to hear motivational speak. Hey, ain't no gray area when it comes to me. There's no gray area in the Bible, and there's no gray area when it comes to me. It's not. And if it's a gray area, that's when complacency can sneak in and cause things to happen to the spirit. You got to stand 10 toes down on anything you're doing. And that's not even speaking on the Bible. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you better put 10 toes down and you better do it, because somebody else's fears will hurt you. And you will understand what fear means, because fear, according to scripture, is get away from the evil ways, pride, arrogancy, and forward mouth. And that's Proverbs 8:13. So fear is getting away from things. Fear is action. So my fear right now, if I fear the Most High, I'm going to get away from the evil things. I'm going to get the pride out of me. I'm going to and submit to the Most High. I'm going to stop, all this arrogancy that's inside of us to this day. The forward mouth. These are the things that the truth of Yah is going to bring to the table that people see. Man, I need the word going to humble thee, because in Deuteronomy it speaks on how he took our ancestors, the Hebrews, through the wilderness to humble them. He had a shortcut. I can jump the fence and go to the corner store. But you know what? Let me go the long way. the shortcut is always not the way. Doing a long way, you may walk the long way and understand, you know what, I'm gonna go buy this honey bun, and it's vanity. It's not an asset to me. It's a liability. Let me go back home and save this money. But you do that shortcut, you don't got time to think. You don't got time to think like, hold on, I'm gonna buy these Jordans, and I know rent due. You know what I'm saying? So this is where the long way is the best way, because it's gonna give you time to. It's gonna humble you doing that way, or it's not gonna humble you. So you can really see who you are, and he can see who you are. So that's just, it's all love when this board game come out. It's gonna be straight love.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely going to transform the like biblical game market in general. So definitely sounds like something to look out for, you guys. All right, so tell us more about Transforming the Future Generation Academy, TFGA.
Okay, TFGA. That's that right there. That's just been man, that right there is gonna be beautiful. So Transforming the Future Generation Academy. I started really playing it like 7 years ago. I came back from college. My mom, she had a home daycare. So I was always, looking like, man, I really want to love to help the people, and I want to change their mind. Because my mind, even in high school, people never even noticed when we went to tech. I always thought different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, because I was never looking for like a father figure. So like Coach Culpepper, hey, the brother, he did some great things for us there. I was just saying, helping building us up, right? But I always thought different. Like, hold on, I don't look at him how other people did. I didn't look at him as like he my daddy. I looked at him like, man, you're a good big brother. Because I had a father, right? So I and different things. So I always like kind of thought different. So when I kind of came home and I thought of transforming the Future Generation Academy, I was like, who can I help? Who can I truly transform? But first off, I got to transform myself. So even during that time, I say before I started really wanting to help and leave Walmart and help build, the community and the Walmart stores, I'm going to leave. And I just said that Walmart stores, let me harp on that too. A big part of the academy will be targeted the Walmart associate. And the reason why I target the urban areas and the urban businesses such as like Walmart is because they the one need the most focus. If you really want to sit and think about and understand, and it's no childcare facility, no academy, no anything targeted and really please pushing for the parents. Now, hear me clearly, people. So understand what I'm trying to say. Everybody always say put the child first. All right, we're gonna put the child first, but when we ever gonna put the parent first? Because think about Walmart, any job you've been at, they say customers come first. But dang, what about that associate? That customer, if you don't please that associate, that sugar ain't gonna be on that shelf, but that person's gonna get that sugar because you're gonna be without a person. So if you please that associate, that customer's gonna be pleased as well. So the whole key is how can I help the parent? So I transform my mind with this academy, and it's not targeted just for the kids. Man, it's a package. You can't just transform the kid's mind without transforming the parent mind, because the kids at the TFGA, we're going to help build that routine for the parent. And if the parent routine is so off because of the long hours, such working at Walmart, because I know how it is with the peak season and things like that, you're going to have an academy, childcare facility that can really help you out. Okay, listen, I know what you're going through, because I don't know what people go through in McDonald's or Gyros or Winn-Dixie. I'm naming the stuff that's in the urban areas. I don't know the certain call centers that's near the urban areas, what they go through, but I know what the associate at Walmart go through every day. I know that they got to sit there and no matter what, hey, I got to be at work. I got to stay in these 8-10 hours. Crazy shifts, because now it's certain schedules that you have to work. You can't. It's called customer first. So now we're pleasing the customer schedule. We don't care that you can't work 7 to 4. You know what? I need you to work 1 to 10. If you can't do 1 to 10, guess what? You ain't getting no hours this week, and we're gonna get somebody else to do it, or we're gonna hire more people. So now people that were full time are losing their title and dropping down to part time, or even losing their jobs due to the fact there's no one helping them out. There's no one pleasing the parents. So at TFGA, we know we're gonna do for the kids, but the whole mindset is help transform the minds of the parent, help please the parent, help target the parent. So again, that's what TFGA is going to be on. Their focus is going to be on both, not just the child. That's when parent workshops are going to be coming in play, because we definitely, on the website, they can check out is, www.ttfga.com, and again, it's ttfga.com, and you will see the parent workshops that we have that will be dealing with and the child has to be with the parent as well. And sometimes it'll be just the parent. Even when it comes to single parents, it's like, hey, listen, I don't know, do you have a relationship with the father? If you don't, it would be okay if we can build with the father without you. It may be some midnight sometimes, just women. Then it's parents, and I think people need this, and that's what's going on. No one is really caring for the people enough. They're gonna just get that money. They're gonna just leave. If you're not serving and the money is everything, you're not doing something right. And that's what I liked about Walmart. Save money, live better. My slogan is serve the people, the money will come. You serve them, it's gonna come. The word of mouth gonna spread. The certain activities you be doing, the parents gonna spread. It's gonna be beautiful, And this is what the key is. The key at TFGA is that to transform the mind, not just of the child, but also the parent, because you got to do that to get to that child. And if my teacher told me pork is bad to eat, but you want to tell me that for one period, but I go home and all my daddy and my mama got in the refrigerator pork chop, what you want me to do? Starve? You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, listen, I got to eat that. But now listen, but if you tell my mom and my dad that pork is bad and why it's bad, now guess what? We probably can get somewhere eventually. So we cannot just harp and just put all this up in the child's mind without transforming the parent. So that's the key gonna be at TFGA.
No, I agree. That's definitely like the method of when you're on the airplane, like you have to put the oxygen mask on you first before you save anybody else. How can you save anybody if you can't breathe? So definitely a strong method to the academy there. Now, I know that you guys are having, I've seen briefly on your Instagram page where you're going to have like different departments. Are you still going to be doing that where you have like a department for people to learn credit and then people to like just specifically for the kids? Are y'all separating different departments? How is that working?
Yes. So how it will work is this. So definitely it will be, the credit wave, it'll be to the point that, okay, so like say Brittany's over the youth financial literacy. So she'll come in on certain days and she may be dealing with a certain age group. And as well, the parent workshops we'll be having once a month that we'll be giving out. And that's going to be dope. But it's great you asked that. So the key thing is this. Every child care facility that I walk, I've been walking them. I take my little niece in there. They think that's my baby. I'm like, yeah, she's 3. I just want to walk around and see. So I definitely look around what goes on in these academies. And I mean, what each child care facility. It's the point. This right here is that they have their director. So I know you know the director. So the director, they're the bus drivers, they're the lunchroom ladies, they're everything. And you still want them to run the facility. You still want them to make sure that compliance is up to date. So what I learned and dealt with in Walmart, I'm definitely bringing to the scene of how to run a great business. Because Walmart runs a great business. Mm-hmm. And but it's going to be definitely like Shavonna Cross is over she's my curriculum coordinator. So she'll have all the curriculum for every month. She'll have everything done. And what I'm going to do is, okay, listen, hey, this is going to be sent to my director. My director is going to give it to the teachers. And now they're going to push this. With or without, the Brittany coming in, because she won't come in daily. These are certain people that I have coming in, once a week. She may come in this week, but she won't be back because the fitness trainer may be coming in. And also the fitness trainer, the reading coach, which would be my wife, because we definitely need to read to the kids and see how to be read, and the self-defense coach. And so they'll be definitely coming in here different weeks, but it'll be somebody coming in each week, but it will definitely be a curriculum sent out to the kids monthly that will be taught by the teachers, but the teachers don't have to plan anything. It will be definitely planned by someone that's in the system, because the whole key is not just to babysit the child. The key is to get the child mind to be ready for the next step. And I even went to the schools, some of the elementary schools, and talked to some of the teachers that also will be helping out. Because I'm letting them know, listen, if I got a child care facility near, Sulphur Springs Elementary, 9 out of 10, these kids will leave me to come to you eventually. So now let me know what you need me to do to help you out, because I don't want our kids coming here and don't know what to do. Because the biggest thing, like I say, the reason why I have it set up like that, because what I've been learning as well, a lot of the urban area kids are not actually going to a true facility. If they do go, it's someone that's kind of a daycare, which definition of that is just to watch your child in child care. Or they just going to grandma's house or granddaddy house and they just sitting there. But grandma and granddad not teaching them because they don't know too much. You know what I'm saying? If they do, they watching Lifetime, Young and the Restless. You know what I'm saying? So these are
right.
It's like, hey, you sitting your child for 5 years that's not getting transformed at all. All they know is how to ride a bike. They may know their colors by looking at an action figure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, these are the certain things I'm looking at. I didn't just say, you know what, I'm going to just create this and run with it. I want to make sure all my teachers are well trained, and that's why I have certain people that will be definitely coming there once a month. They'll be checking up and following up on our teachers. I have, going to have that open door policy where if the parent is not getting treated right, or they may say something's unfair, hey, listen, deal with the manager on duty. If you feel they can't handle it, then I'll come in, and it'll be an open door policy, because a lot of child care facilities, you can't even talk to the owner. So now, and most of them in our neighborhoods, they're owned by most of the Arabs. And what's going on is, guess what? If that he don't want to talk to you, and if guess what? He gonna say, don't worry about it, let him leave. Because if you leave, guess what? That same owner owns the next daycare. So he gonna get your money regardless. It's never gonna be no accountability held, because you don't know, you're going right back to his same management.
Yep.
So this is what I definitely noticed. So guys, when y'all, hearing this or seeing what's going on when TFG opens up, understand it's been a lot of detailed groundwork just on the point of studying what do the urban area need. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no routine in the urban area. And that's what the focus, and that's why I have different, break down different classes, because I know that same parent teacher I'm gonna have in that child care, they're gonna most likely stay in that community. So I know I'm gonna have to teach them how to be self-managed, teach them how to have a routine. That's why I have teachers like, Shavonna Cross, my wife is a teacher. I have Brittany coming in, they're gonna lay out certain things to show them, hey, this is how you make a plan. This is what we're gonna do. I'm not worrying about the extra money going to be kicked out. All I'm worrying about is, and when your child comes in, when you come here, will you be happy, and will your mind be transformed? How the classes and everything will be separated, with everything.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind jumping in somewhere too. I know I do a lot of mindset shifting, so I definitely wouldn't mind. It sounds like a great, great opportunity, and I'm looking forward to my kids being able to go there and me joining them. So is it going to be something like a summer camp, or is it something that they can go to like a school, or how is that?
So it is a child care facility. The reason I call it academy is because what academy stands for. If you look up the definition of academy, child care and daycare, you'll see that child care and daycare is only telling you, listen, I'm going to watch your child. So if you go to daycare and your child don't know the ABCs, but they slept all day, you can't get mad. The definition told you what they're going to do. This is a daycare. I'm just going to take care of your child. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the point of transforming the mind, training, showing them different things. That's why I named it an academy. But it will be after school programs that the kids that go to school will be able to come to. Even the summer program is going to be dope. It's going to be beautiful, because there's so many. Like I said, in Walmart, it's been great. I understand how to run a business. So even because you got to deal with the ratios. So the whole key is like, hey, if the ratio is going to be a lot when the summer comes in, or it's certain holidays, because I'm going to be open on every holiday as well. I'm only going to be closed on Saturday, which is the Sabbath. So I'll be open every day besides Saturday, and I'll be open even on the holidays, because that's the key as well. A lot of people lose their jobs off that. But yes, it would definitely be after school programs, and eventually we will be transforming into a private grade school. But right now, I want to kind of start with this. That would be kind of more in depth, because I want to start this where the teachers, whoever come along will see what I did with this. And now it's like, I won't be a problem having a teacher come out of public schools, great teachers, come over here and work with me. Come over here and let's help train these kids and lead these kids, and still have the child care facility. So that's the key. I just want to start off with that first. But yeah, it's going to be definitely room for the after school program, and the summer program is going to be great. We could definitely be year round learning, because that's the key. All these we always talk about. I want to throw this in here. We always talk about white and black, right? But the whites is this, which we it's some things on that. But if you look at the Asian community, they're number one with learning. You know why? They're year round. They're always learning. We always trying to compare just us and the Caucasians. Listen, what about them Asians over there that's killing academically. You know,
Right.
so when I'm going to study, I'm like, man, I want to what their culture on. You know, oh man, we just push this, we push this, we push this. But when I meet them, that when they come over here, when I meet them, man, they're so intelligent, and they don't play. It's no playtime. It's like, listen, this has got to happen. We need this, this, and this. They're setting their kids up already. They understand it. They're staying with self. They're listen. Look, if I open this business, you're going to be in it. That's the key. When business, your feelings cannot get involved. You cannot have no feelings when it comes to this. And that's what Walmart taught me. I used to have feelings like I ain't gonna fire this person, but this person gonna get me fired if I don't fire them because they're not doing their job. I'm the manager. They're gonna come check me. So get your feelings involved. That's what I'm learning from other coaches. It's no feelings involved when they open a business. No.
No business. Nope.
But they're gonna push it.
No feelings at all in business. No, I agree. This is actually going to be really great for people who homeschool. Like I'm intending on homeschooling. So this would be great for them to come to the academy, because if I did send them somewhere, I want them to go somewhere where they're going to learn life values. They're not just going to learn, because I've yet today, I don't know about you, Jamil, but I've yet today to use X plus Y equals B or any of that stuff. So I would like to see the kids learning, more about their rights as a citizen, in their country. I would like to see them learn more about how to do taxes, credit, like you said, like just more of that. And then also the basic curriculum as well.
Yeah.
But the kids and parents too. Parents need to be educated on that, because just like you said, how can we educate the kids if the parents don't know? So that definitely is a good opportunity for the kids.
And this, I'm gonna throw out this too. I know a lot of, because when I was in Walmart, I used to ask parents like, "Hey, what curriculum your child on?" I don't know. What grade? What school grade is the school your child go to? I don't know, JJ. It's like, dang. So I want to go look at District 29, which is the Hillsborough County Elementary Schools, right? So this is a few. I only did the ones in the urban area. So is Sheeny Elementary, or I thought it was always called Shehigh, but Sheeny Elementary, which is right there on 40th, is a D, which they've been an F since they opened and been a D. So understand when these is happening, it's no tools going to that school. We got to understand that. It's a lot of held back when these schools are not making these grades, all right? Now we got Clare Mill, a D, Sulphur Springs, a F, Shaw Elementary, F, Palm River, D, Foster, D, James, F, Rovers, D. So only school in the urban area is Bellwood, and they're a C, and they transferred from a D from last year. So, hey, I'm going to clap it up for that, but, hey, we got to definitely get better, and we got to stop blaming the teachers. My wife is a teacher. It's a lot of teachers some teachers that probably don't care for their job, but they're not really teachers. They're substitutes. In our community, if you look at how many substitute teachers are going to Sulphur Springs Elementary, Shaw Elementary, you would see why they're not learning. Why they're not learning this curriculum. It's so many substitute teachers more than these teachers that the licensed teachers. You know what I'm saying? So this is the key, and our parents we don't have a strong PTA. In our communities, you don't see nobody in the PTA. You don't see nobody going there saying, look, I'm gonna be here for the child. When these teachers get in their mind that the parent don't care, think about it. Watch today. So we got to definitely understand what's going on in this community. So again, my child care facility, which is called Transforming the Future Generation Academy, is just not worrying about what's going on inside of my facility. I'm going around seeing what's going on in the community. I'm going around like, listen, why we got a corner store that's selling all this crazy stuff every minute? Man, listen, it's more parents at the corner store smoking some weed or getting some blunts, getting a beer or for a local, whatever they got going on, more than a child graduation that they finna go have getting an A.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this is these certain things like, listen, you gotta. My dad, I used to get whooping because of this, and I never understood why. Like, man, Dad, I got a C or a B in this class, but I had that F in my conduct. Cause my dad used to look at that. He say, son, if you got an F in conduct and you got a B right here, you could have had an A if you was probably paying attention more. So I'm like, man, I got a B. I'm straight. Until that belt came out. You feel me? So now hey, listen, hey, I apologize. That's when that man is so important in the community. And a woman, but I want to deal with that man. That man is very important in the community, and this is why I want to own a child care facility. A man of you have this, and then my wife will come to add certain things. That unity, because we're one now. They said we're gonna come from a twine into one flesh. To one. We're one. But at the same time, just having, if look at any type of video, when that man walk in the classroom, a real man, not nobody you can see that you can pump, that real man is gonna get quiet. When he leaves, they're gonna probably be talking junk. But when that demeanor of a real true man, the man that woman, a true woman supposed to love, and they both supposed to submit to one another, not just the woman submit to the husband, because it does say woman, wives submit to your husband, but also before that in Ephesians 5, it tells the man and the woman to submit to one another. So understand, ain't nobody gonna be submitting to no wannabe man. You need to be a man, and you better stand 10 toes down. And the man treats their queen the right way, So there ain't no talking about, hey, what the food at? But she been working all day and you ain't been doing that. She should ask you where the food at. You know what I'm saying? So these are certain things that, like, man, in this community, we definitely need this. And it's just sad when I look at all these grades, and they haven't changed. So understand, 2017, 16, I started looking at these grades back then because I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna be open by now, but that wasn't the plan. I still want to do some more studying. But even to the day, these are fresh grades. You call these schools right now. These are their grades. You have only one school that I checked in that area, in the urban area, that has a C. And I'm talking about in any over by 40th. When we grew up at Hannah, 40th. You could say Slide Middle School. By Van Buren area, like all these type of Silver Springs type of areas. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is what's going on. They're F and D. Like, how can we? How we gonna expect our child to learn, and the person next, your child can be good, but what are they surrounded by? So we all got to come together the best we can in these PTA meetings and stuff like that to help transform each other's minds. And that's why people want to say, "Oh, Jamil, why you moved out here, man? This house is in the hood. This was going on. You left the hood and you go out there in the suburbs or whatever, right?" So I'm like, man, and that's what Brittany helped me learn this too as well. Man, I came out here for equity. I came out here because guess what though? If I stay over in the hood, I can't change everything. If you ain't trying to change that either, I ain't finna try to be Mr. Save Everybody. No, I'm gonna speak my case, and whoever hear they hear. But the key is this: if you stay next door to Lil Ray Ray, and Lil Ray Ray, them leave diapers everywhere, trash everywhere, they got cigarette blunts everywhere, but your house look nice, ain't nobody going to move in there and get some good money because the equity is getting downgraded because of what's going on around you. So people don't understand that. It's not that I want to leave out of that. It's nothing there for me. But to come back, I ain't just leave it. I left to lay my head somewhere because their mind is not transformed. Oh, brother, you get robbed anywhere. And you're right. You get robbed anywhere. People get shot anywhere. But to understand the mindset, that any child can get bamboozled any area they move in. But the mindset they'll be around is it's more positivity, I would say, in a certain area that I'm in right now. It's just because the mindset of the people, most people in the urban areas, they're sad, they're brokenhearted, and they don't know what to do. So they go to anger now. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up in my area, I can wake up to go to work at like 7 o'clock. I'm supposed to be there at 7:30, meet no traffic. Here, I got to get up like 2 hours early. You know why? Because everybody's going to work. I never saw that. I'm being real. I never saw that in a community. Everybody's getting up to go to work. So this is what I'm seeing. This is a different atmosphere out this way. And it's beautiful. And this is going to get this positive attitude, the positive energy that comes out. We're seeing that. We got crime out here, but they may not check in like usually, but all you see is a lot of crime in our urban areas. And we can vouch for it because we was in there. So, yeah.
Yep. I mean, ultimately, you do have to look out for yourself and your family. So that's a good thing. Well, I know we covered a lot today, Jamil. This has been great. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to the parents, the young people, the urban community, anything you want to say for them who are, for those people who are wanting better in their life?
I would just say strongly, seek God, because I know everybody want to get an award, want to go on the West. So, but now the question is, a God just means title. So understand, it's only one true God, right? So seek that word. If you're gonna read that word, seek it. Get the wisdom from it. Wisdom, understanding, and wisdom and understanding. You gotta definitely get that because a lot of people they have wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, right? So a lot of people have knowledge, but they don't have any wisdom. So I'm telling the urban areas, the communities, that whoever listening, get wisdom and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand I shouldn't put a pencil, in the little cubby hole on the wall, the plug wall. But do you really understand why? Do you have the wisdom on why you shouldn't do it? Because a lot of people know, but I'm gonna just do it anyway. But really have that wisdom from that, and learn how to take judgment, good judgment. Understand that you should want to get judged. You should want to have that correction in your life. You should want to be around people that want to correct you, but as well, they can get corrected as well. Learn how to follow, because we everybody want to be a leader, but every leader follows. Understand Jesus Christ, Yahshua, he's a servant. Read the Bible, he's a servant of his Father, and we're servants too. So understand, we got to get to the point of serving. We can't be all the one being served. If you get that mindset, eventually people gonna leave you alone, and that's what goes on. We got to definitely come together. When Transform the Future Generation Academy comes near you, please just be on the lookout. Get everything in, because I know it's going to be a waiting list. It's going to be crazy, and but we definitely going to make it a way and have definitely big events, not just for that, so people can really come out and see what's going on and interact with people that want to help the community, and not just get some type of reward. Oh, I did this. I'm not that type of person, but I'm not going to talk on that. When y'all see Jamil Jackson come out there, y'all will see his action. Y'all will see TFG action, not just what we're saying we're going to do. You're going to definitely see action, and like I said, I'm gonna leave you with this, with our slogan: renew mind, save lives. So I just want to say that, and please, parents, transform your mind, please, to help build the child. You have to transform your mind. Get all that. Get away from the evil ways, pride, arrogance, and forward mouth. Get away from that. Learn what's wrong and what's right, because stuff may seem right. Even with land with another woman, and you got somebody that may seem right, but eventually it's wrong. But it sometimes doing good, sometimes doing bad may feel good, but it's really bad. So understand, dealing with the spirit, dealing with that flesh. Renew your mind, renew your spirit, build your spirit up. You're poor in spirit. You need to be rich in spirit. I'd rather be rich in spirit. My bank account, I ain't trying to be broke now, so don't get that twisted. We do love the Most High. We definitely can get that money. You know what I'm saying? But don't make that money everything, and your spirit is low. So I just want to leave that with whomever, and especially the urban area communities. Get our minds right to build our next generation up.
That's a word. Hey, Jamil, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I am so, so grateful. All thanks to the Most High, as usual. Definitely. And everybody, be sure to check out the website. You said it's www.ttfga.com?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And be sure to look out for the Truth of Yah game coming out very soon, and the Transforming the Future Generation Academy. Thank you so much again, Jamil.
Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too. Such an awesome interview, you guys, with Jamil Jackson. I just wanted to also highlight, too, that on his website, ttfga.com, he has a section called Renew Daily, and that highlights Black entrepreneurs in the area. So definitely check out his website to get more information about that. And I will be sure to leave all of his social media links below so you guys can check that out as well. And I'm going to catch you guys next Wednesday.